Hello and welcome back to your own channel Indian Defense Analysis, where we bring to you all the latest development happening in the defense sector.
The idea that missiles will be all a fighter aircraft needs was prevalent in late 50s. As missile guidance and tracking system evolved, so did the countermeasures and maneuvers to evade and jam the missiles. The number of air-to-air missiles a fighter jet can carry is also limited to single digit. The missiles also have a minimal range, which means cannot be fired below certain range. For all these reasons, guns are still valid and important to take down the adversary's fighter jet with modern countermeasures. Even today, a gun gives the pilot a lot more option if the situation is unclear. In a close combat scenario, if all the missiles are used or fighter jet is closer than the minimal operating range of missiles, turning away is not an option because this gives opportunity to your enemy to turn in and engage. Further, losing airspeed is generally considered a blunder in air-to-air combat. The McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom II was initially equipped only with missiles, but at the start of Vietnam War, this turned out to be a big capability gap as the long-range missiles back then were rather unreliable. And in a real conflict, things turn out always different than anticipated. F-4s frequently found itself in close combat situations for which they were underprepared. In simple layman's language, if we want to understand the importance of these guns, they are like bayonet on the rifle of an infantryman. It is difficult for a non-practitioner to appreciate the need, even harder to explain. But for the warrior who has to wield these weapons, they are vital tools. In the recent episode of Hamara Tejas by Tarmac Media House, it was revealed that LSP-7 Tejas Mk1 has reached Nasik-based HL facility for the gun testing. The LSP-7 Tejas will be undergoing ground and calibration trials followed by flight trials. FOC version of Tejas will have GSH-23 twin-barrel 23mm gun, which is locally manufactured by OFB. These guns are popularly known as Gasha amongst the fighter pilots who have been using it for over 5 decades on various versions of MiG-21 fighters. While it is not the best in its class, but reliable and cheap enough to meet requirements of Air Force. The ground trials of the gun started back in 2014, where some issues in the vibration were reported. After investigation, it was found that the resolution of this issue and its certification would take another 2 years, which will further delay the timelines of FOC Tejas, and hence its further testing was parked for completing other important work on Tejas. Now that we have seen almost all the weapons and sensor integration completed in Tejas Mk1, the LSP-7 is beginning its gun trials, which is a realistic approach, and there is nothing to be either much concerned or worried about it.
This was today's update. Please let us know what is your views about these in comment section. Feel free to post your comments and suggestions about any topic related to defense sector on which you want to hear from us. With this, I would like to say goodbye and Jai Hind friends. Please like and subscribe our video if you have not done already. We will be soon back with more interesting and amazing development happening in defense sector.